This episode is sponsored by Stealth Security Group, driven by keeping families and businesses safe using the latest security tech.
Why are we sitting around in a podcast studio and calling it generational vibes?
We don't really act the age that we are on paper.
Oh my God, Khilna, I can't believe you said that about you.
I never thought I'd be doing this with like someone like my granny.
Welcome to the premiere episode of Generational Vibes, a podcast where we talk about different points of view from 5 different generations. My name's Jay Shaw. I'm one of the hosts, and I've got 4 other co-hosts right here with me. Guys, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Heren.
That's as
Brilliant. That's the best one.
that's as brief as it gets. Hi everyone, I'm Dee.
Hi everyone, I'm Khilna.
Hello, I'm Aaron.
Oh, good.
Short and sweet, everybody.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
To be fair, short and sweet isn't exactly how I would describe us.
I can think of
Me?
many words.
I mean,
But
I
short
haven't
and
had
sweet.
that.
I definitely am short and
enough.
sweet.
I'm okay. I'm speechless. I'm done.
Right. So, this episode is gonna be about how we all met.
Yeah, a bit
So,
of an intro,
A
right?
little bit of an intro to everyone, and how we all met and how we became close. I don't know what you'd call us, but close.
The gutter gang.
Yeah, that's our pseudonym. Pseudonym is Gutter Gang, but that's because we don't hold anything back.
Our gutters are dirty. They are disgusting.
Definitely.
Stuff that comes out of our mouths. Do you know what? I don't think it should be even on a podcast.
Even the gutters would run away from us.
But for those of you who are listening, I think it's important for you to know, especially in this episode, like how we got to where we are. Why are we sitting around in a podcast studio and calling it generational vibes? Well, first of all, before Heren interrupts, we're all of different decades.
That's
And
mental.
I'm
I'm older.
Some in different
That's what I
centuries.
mean. Like the interruption. So we've got someone in our 20s.
That's me.
That is you, Aaron.
No, I don't flipping feel like it. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Close to
We've
30s.
also got someone in our 30s.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe I'm the second youngest person here, so that's a win, bro.
You look like the youngest, so take that one.
And then
I'll take that.
And then we have somebody in our 40s.
No,
That's
40s,
me.
isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, here in your 40s.
Well, to be fair, I was going to say we have somebody in our 40s who acts like he's in his 60s. That's you, Heren.
I thought she was talking about me. She gave me a dirty eye as well. I was like, what's going on?
Thanks, Dee. I'll take it.
And then, of
Got someone
course,
who's got 60. She's turning 80 next week. So happy.
I don't know who he's talking about because my birthday isn't until September. So there you go. And we have me. I'm in my 50s, just into my 50s.
She's in the prime.
I'm in.
My life.
Oh, look at you. And I'm 50s, but really, I act like I'm in my 30s at least.
At least.
Sorry, that's something.
So you can imagine that anything we talk about, we have a lot of different views. And so, whose idea was the podcast, actually? How did that come about?
I believe it was yours and Aaron's, right? On one of your
It was me and
paedophilia walks, right?
Okay, there's no need for that. Okay.
Your what?
That's normally
That-
cancelled in 7 minutes. Right. It was started when we were walking in the morning
During COVID, right?
during COVID, and our walks were loud, if I can say that, because the way we were having conversations, I felt like the whole street was listening.
Is that because of Dee's old age and her hearing?
That's just not acceptable, but yes.
Yeah, definitely not acceptable. And I didn't even hear the word.
And it actually ended up becoming like we were
Uncensored.
talking- there was no
Fully uncensored.
Yeah, all right. There's no censorship about it. And then we were like, why don't we just do this on a podcast? Because everyone's getting on the streets for free. So it was like, why not? Obviously, COVID happened nearly 3 years ago. But yeah, we are now here.
Yeah.
It's surreal. because it's actually happening. So we'll take it. It's a start.
Both
So when-
Heren and I were like, we can't believe that we're actually here today.
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
What are we doing?
So
So
when you and Dee were actually talking about this, were you guys kind of talking about it in private areas?
I don't even know.
Walk.
It was in public.
Oh, were you in public?
In fact, there were school children most
Oh,
of the
there
time
was,
surrounding.
That's one thing
yeah.
you should never mention, especially at our age, school children, because the stuff we
And
were talking about.
yeah, what topics were you discussing?
So here's the
You can mention that one.
So to be fair, because we need a bit of seriousness on this podcast with these lot, we talked about
These
nuts.
these lot.
Gary.
We talked about everything, didn't we, Aaron? Literally, like we talked about racism, we talked about sex, we talked about the royal family, we talked about sweets,
We talked about sex.
we talked about sex. We
Sex.
talked.
It was a sex podcast, basically. I don't have nothing to say, to be honest. I don't remember the racism bits. I don't remember anything else. Those were the best bits.
And it is amazing what a person in her late 40s, when we started it,
Damn, that was
That was like a decade, wasn't it?
learns from somebody in their early teens.
I'll take it. 'Cause I don't look like my early teens, to tell you that. Damn.
It's amazing what you learn from different generations. So that's
I think it's mental, the fact that what we're doing right now, and I joined, well, when we met, that was 5 years ago, coming up to 6, but you guys met a lot earlier than that.
yeah.
But the fact is that, obviously we were at a networking group. We were obviously meeting, everyone was joining at different times, and we ended up becoming like this sort of friendship group that when we did leave, we ended up being even more closer than ever. And now we're doing a podcast, which
Yeah.
is like, it's surreal, but
It's crazy. It's a crazy journey, right?
I never thought I'd do this with like someone like my granny.
Oh my God, Khilna, I can't believe you said that about you.
listen,
It's my white hair, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
what gave it away?
But I think it is really interesting what you say about how friendships form, right? Because you're right, Aaron, like nobody would ever thought, I mean, I wouldn't have ever thought that I'd be sitting here hanging around with people. It just shows how people of different generations can actually get together, can have different viewpoints about the same topics, and on top of that, either find some interesting agreement points or indeed disagree, but be able to see each other's point of view.
Well,
This is true.
well, we don't really act the age that we are on paper, because you act younger, I act older, he acts younger, Heren acts so young, although he eats like an older. Jay, when I first met Jay,
I eat sophisticated.
I'll tell you this right now, yeah. When I first met Jay, I said to Jay, I'm thinking to myself, yes, I found someone that's my age. Right? Because the way we were at, I can't remember what the place
It was at the old office.
Yeah, the old office. There was like a
Yeah.
ping pong table, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, this guy's like a child. I'm sure he's good.
Maybe.
And then he goes, so how old are you? And I went, I'm 22 when I met you. And you were like, huh? I was like, what the fuck is that all about?
I thought Aaron was like my age.
So then I was like, oh, but yeah, but I am your age. You're like 21, 22, 23. He's like, I'm 33. And I actually went, I've aged so badly.
I like a couple of weeks ago I actually got mistaken for that 28. So I'm just saying.
It's your young baby face, Jay. It's your young baby
Asking me if
face.
I've got a child.
Yeah, me.
I'm not even going to go there.
Here's a story you want to tell.
But look, if you're listening in, this is we just said, this is our premiere episode of Generational Vibes. And so what you're going to be hearing from us over the course of the episodes that are to come is loads of different topics. It could be things that are in the news right now. It could be amazing, fun elements
Or it could just be like a bunch of shit.
or it could be that. To be fair,
You get
most of the
content,
time it'll be a bunch of shit. But it's kind of be the kind of shit that you just
Like
want to sit
premium
back
shit.
and chill.
It's amazing when Jade said shit, right? Heron's eyes just lit up, just went, this is my team.
I was like, I can say shit now.
The line just moving away and away and away. It's like just getting closer and closer.
And it will be uncensored. It's completely uncensored. So look,
Most
if
of the
we
uncensored stuff will be on Patreon.
Well, there's a start.
Or OnlyFans.
So if we offend, we don't mean to. We apologise in advance. But remember, these are just our points of view, and we mean no harm.
Let's be real. If you don't like it, don't listen. If you do like it, I'll see you in the comments. I'll roast. I'm ready to roast. I'll roast these guys. I'm ready to roast. Let's just do this.
And share with your friends too.
Okay.
Exactly.
Aaron's giving out an open challenge right now.
Please don't. Roast me. I've heard it all.
So let's just talk a little bit about how we did actually all meet.
Who was the first one that went to BNI?
Well, you three were there before.
You were there before me. Wait.
So then for you, yeah.
So the common denominator between all of us is BNI. So for those of you who don't know what BNI is, it's a national network, international networking group. So Jay Shah, you started first, did you?
Yes, I joined in January 2017, I believe. I can't remember now. It's been such a long time.
Yeah. Then who came?
Then it was Heren.
I joined in. I joined in late 2017. You must have been there in 2016.
No.
You sure?
No, it was I think you got the date wrong.
You probably might have like years wrong, but
No,
you were the first one.
I definitely joined late 2017.
You can't have because I joined in April or May 2017.
Yeah, so you literally joined like a month after me, or
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, you're still there before me.
So then so Khilna, when did you join then?
I think I was in 2018.
Did you join almost like 6 months after I did?
I think so. I was just before.
Were you doing a lot of subbing?
Maybe a few times.
But so D, just to clarify, what does subbing mean?
When you just,
yes.
you come and visit.
Okay.
Good job. I wish someone told me that when I was in Summit. Just have to turn up, bro.
Yeah,
I
just come and visit.
joined when we were still in core, so we hadn't like fully launched.
Yeah. So then, and then Aaron was the last one to join. I would love to know what you all thought of each other when you first joined, or when you first met each other.
With all due respect, I don't think you guys are ready.
Actually, you know what?
So Jay, you go.
I remember I was at a different networking event where I met Heren, and then the following week he showed up at BNI.
What now?
I don't think you remember that. I don't know, it was somewhere in West London.
Oh, it was that Facebook group, isn't it?
Was it? Yeah, might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember
I
that.
remember that one. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I know the one now.
Yeah.
At the golf club.
Yeah.
There you go. Heren, what did you think of Jay when you first met him?
But to be fair, I don't have that many brown friends, so I just thought to myself,
He looks just like me, just younger.
Same bald head.
yeah.
Did you have hair then?
No. No.
No, you didn't.
When you
I
joined
don't think
BNI,
he's ever had hair.
that's right.
I mean, he had a patch.
I have seen a picture of Jay when he had a red streak.
For those of you who are watching, if you want to check out our YouTube, just go and have a look at Jay Shah.
Yeah.
What do you think he'd look like with hair?
I mean, there are photos of me around on the internet with hair.
It's
So.
literally his head
I
upside
have
down.
seen it.
Yeah. I used to have red spikes.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, man. That's why I've lost all my hair.
He was a punk. Now,
He was a
punk's
proper
from the
punk.
70s, mate. You had the 70s look then.
You know, I've always been about colour,
I've
man.
never
So-
seen a punk in Kenton. He must have been the only one.
Were you still in Kenton?
Well, I was in uni at that time, so.
Which uni did you go to?
What uni?
Brunel.
I've never
No,
seen
no,
a punk in
no, no,
Uxbridge.
that's a lie. That's a lie. I was ready for him to say Nottingham side. I'm like, yeah, okay, I agree. That's mental. Who was next after you? Was it?
So then I joined. I must have joined afterwards. I already know what Heren thought of me.
Okay.
Was
So
there?
imagine this. You know when you were like 7 or 6, yeah? And you used to go and you used to basically get that little VHS tape out, put it in the tape player, and it used to be like the most scariest film. It used to be like Freddy Krueger or something like that. You just want to watch it because obviously you want to shit yourself up, yeah? That's what I thought of D.
Apparently,
Literally, when I
was
saw
scary.
D, I literally shat myself, yeah?
I'm not quite sure why, but now I know why he'd like just even like in BNI you have these one-to-one meetings that you're supposed to do and like where you get to know each other's business. So I set a one-to-one up with him and he basically bought reinforcements.
I had
Who
to
did you
like,
bring?
I had to bring like 4 people with me.
No, who did you bring?
I brought Harriet, I brought Mumta.
Yeah. You brought Mumta?
Yeah.
Oh my
All of a sudden we're in this cafe and like all of these people are
Everyone's
coming in and they're
descending.
just going, oh, we'll just sit with you. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. No, I mean, it wasn't a problem,
He's
but
just sitting there going, you've got an entourage. What kind of what is this?
I thought they were coming to see me, but no, they weren't. They were supporting Heren.
Yes. They're protecting me, innit? From Dean.
Exactly, Aaron.
You didn't understand, Aaron. When I was first there, right? You'll agree. It was nice. It was a business meeting. Everyone's calm, quiet, considerate.
I'm thinking
Then all
about
of a
what's
sudden,
coming up.
Bam! This loudmouth hooligan comes in. Yeah.
I think hooligan.
It was loud, but not hooligan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Khilna. Thanks.
Loud is a key.
I think you need to wait until I say when I meant deep.
I think assertive is the key.
I think hooligan is very accurate.
And I think, look, I'm a speaker. I'm supposed to be
He has
loud.
presence in the room.
Exactly.
It's felt.
Thank you.
Yeah, but Heren got scared of it.
Wait, all those hooligans that are in like
I forget. I didn't have
football
that many
games.
brown friends. Yeah. When you get one that's like literally as loud as anything coming through the door, right? You just think, oh my god, I'm gonna get robbed.
Robbed? I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration.
Yeah.
Well, when I met Heren, I thought he was a male chauvinistic idiot, proper like, Indian,
I mean, you say he's Indian. He's
Yeah.
very not Indian.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say
when
I'm
I-
not
but
very
when I-
Indian.
No, you're not. But when I first met you, you just you didn't smile. It's like, I remember you, Vish and Harriet being in a little group and I came to talk to you because obviously Vish was the reason I joined. And then I came and, went to talk to you and like you and Harriet were just like as if, oh my God, there's a woman here. We don't want to talk.
They didn't know what to do
We
with
know
it.
what to do.
We were just
Now we're getting
a bit
some
snobbish, isn't it?
Yeah, so I was just like, oh my gosh, there's just like this male environment, especially when obviously the group that we were part of, there were just so many Indians there, weren't there? Like,
That's true.
and then I had to make myself known. So there you go. That's why I had to be
By
loud.
screaming and everyone's in.
Hi guys, I'm here. And I'm like, we know.
No wonder poor Vikram got deaf at the end of it.
No, this is why it's such a shock that we're all here around this table.
Do you know what's mental? When I first met you, right? I came to a social. I got invited to a social 3 days before my first meeting. And
Was
I
that
turned up
that
to the
Greek
pub.
that Greek restaurant?
We all met up at the pub next door.
The pub next door.
And Priyesh, who I knew well before, he was like bigging him. I was like, yeah, Aaron's funny, he's loud, don't worry about it. I turned up and I'm like, oh shit, adults. But when I mean adults, there was Harriet, Monica, and I'm just sitting there going, I don't belong here. Then this massive crowd comes in, about 30, 40 of them, and D is the one person who sits next to me. I'm just like, and then I was like, right, I need to get out of here. So I left. I freaked out. I left. Well loud.
In case listeners here haven't noticed, but I seem to be the loud one.
It's weird.
I concur.
That's why we decided to do this podcast and not to continue our walks.
Basically, basically, Jay's got all of our mics near enough maximum, yeah, and D's is like near enough minimum.
Days is not even on. He's using our mic.
But you can still hear me. So what about you, Khilna?
Well, I think I kind of knew of Jay because he photographed the wedding and he was on my street, so we are neighbours.
Your wedding?
Not my wedding, my sister's wedding. So I kind of knew Jay, and I thought, yeah, he's cool. And then Heren was kind of scary too.
Yay!
You
You
what?
just made me a happy girl.
Heren was kind of scary when I first met him.
What? How?
You
You just look like a thug, don't you, really?
You have this thug kind of look about you.
No, I don't.
Aaron, we got
Yeah, you
talking
do.
about 5 to 6 years ago, so you might have changed.
No, he looks like a thug now.
No, I had no hair back then either.
It's just like we know him
It's
now.
amazing, Aaron. I was on your side. I was giving you enough credit. Anyway, never mind.
And I don't know. I think we're women in it, so we just kind of
just got
click. Aaron, when we had our one-to-one, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You know exactly what it was. It was like, hey, gorgeous.
Oh, when I first met you.
I had the table right in front of the door. So
Yes.
everyone who came in, I was the first person you could see. I paid good money for that bloody table. Anyway, this woman just runs up.
Aaron!
I'm sitting there going, because I don't know her name. Gives her a big hug, walks off, and then 2 minutes later she sends me a message, can I get your name, your address, and your phone number? I went, what the fuck? Does she want my
Did
flush?
you shit bricks?
Yeah, because the first thing I was like, do you want my blood type as well? I didn't know what she wanted. Realised it was for my birthday card for being
Yeah, the
like,
B&I birthday card.
I was like, how about introducing me just to let you know this is for a birthday card, not where do you live?
Yeah, so that was Aaron, and then Heren. We got close when you were like, "Can someone help me move office?" And
Yes.
on the WhatsApp group.
Yep.
And
And out
nobody
everyone.
messaged.
Yeah, but everyone had estate cars and massive saloons, and you turned up with like a little Fiat 500.
I helped you pack up your office and move it to. Was it the South Harrow one?
That's a branch, yeah.
Yeah.
How many trips did you make?
3?
3.
Mental. He was waiting for someone to go, I could do this all in one if someone got a big car.
Especially
Yeah.
because there were like loads of people with vans in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, there was a removals company.
Was it after we launched?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is after.
There were 74 people on the society. And the one person who came to help.
But we did have a nice dinner afterwards. We went
We did.
we went to our regular haunt.
We were like, okay.
Where?
They'll say it.
Deals.
Oh, Dilse.
The man, the myth, the legend. That's
Yes, that is the
£5
word.
chips.
it. There's no need for that. But yes.
He doesn't own it anymore.
No, it doesn't. It's gone now.
No.
It's gone now.
It's actually called something else now. Isn't it? It's called.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It's
I've
it's
seen
an
it,
actual
but-
function hall now.
I can't remember the name, but yeah.
We met quite a few people through that networking group, didn't we?
Well, we were 75 at some
Yeah.
point.
We must have met at least like a couple of hundred people.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say more than
With
that.
all the
more than that,
visitors.
more than that.
Yeah.
And there was a time when like 20 extra people turned up every week. So,
Yeah.
but we had some very, very good times.
It was a good chapter. It was a good chapter. But how did the Gutter Gang form? Let's tell people about how we became friends.
How did we become friends?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Who remembers the game Evil Apples?
That's what I was going to say.
Oh yes, that's right.
We were playing it around the table.
We were playing on the tape.
Evil Apples is the online version of
Cards
Against Humanity. That's it.
And can we just make a caveat here that we were playing this game during a business networking meeting, as in
As you-
afterwards.
At the end of it.
Another caveat. This now is not a business networking meeting. It was a social meeting because I would always set the tables up and I'd put me and Heren at the back because someone was eating popcorn and had 2 Diet Cokes and then someone...
Always two.
Did someone take your Diet Coke?
That's why I had to.
It happened on
I
quite a
was
few
pissed.
occasions.
You need a backup.
There's someone also put their hand in my bag of popcorn.
When Heren offers,
I remember who that was.
Heron's like Joey from Friends.
when Heren offers a snack, Heren offers the only snack that he offers, not take all my snacks and drinks.
That's
Which
it.
most of the people went, I don't want popcorn, but I'll take your Diet Coke from you. You're like, that's not a offer.
Have you seen that episode of Friends, isn't it? Joey doesn't
Joey.
share food.
This is why you are Joey.
This is Heren is our Joey.
But I
and our
don't
Homer.
understand. Like, there's no need to share food. There is enough food for everyone to go around.
There is.
Bro, the popcorn bag was the size of your stomach.
Yeah, but
It's
people,
a sharing bag. It even says it on the bag.
But I don't think anybody should share without asking, as in like should
Did you
take
offer? You
advantage
always
of the share.
I didn't offer on this occasion. On this occasion, I was not sitting next to you either.
He looked around and went, today is not the day I'm offering.
Yeah, literally. And this stranger just like dipped in.
Okay. Well,
Did the stranger? Did this?
Jay suddenly went quiet there.
Everyone wanted a
I've lost my train of thought.
Everyone wanted a high five. It's okay.
You're like, did the stranger what?
I can't remember now. It's gone.
Okay, it's gone.
I think the original question was we were playing Evil Apples
Oh, yes.
and
And then we actually made it easier. We were like, let's create a group where
play
where we
Evil
can
Apples.
send the code so that everyone would just
We
get
could
it.
play it online.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we could all
Play
play
it
it like
online.
in our own houses. So it
Yes.
was like, who's available? Everyone just join in. And then you just kind of wait until someone's name pops up at the top and you go, oh, look, Heren's playing. It's like, where's here? Here, I'm on the toilet. I'm like, okay, that's all right. So Heren's playing from his toilet.
Multitasking, bro.
Oh my god, that is going to be a future discussion.
Start
Who
playing.
takes mobile phones in the toilet?
D,
Oh,
there are
yes.
now
Do this discussion.
D, there are now toilet roll holders with the phone on the top that you can rest on.
Charger.
Hey, charge it.
I'll tell you this right now. I just come back from Spain and I was sitting on the toilet, and I was thinking to myself, why is the toilet roll got like a weird dish there? And I was thinking to myself, it's a bit weird to put a soap bar there. Turns out, it actually charges your phone wirelessly. And I sat there, and I was like, oh no, I forgot my phone. I went, it's okay. I charged it a little bit. It's all good. Didn't forget it.
This is a message for our viewers and our listeners. Listen, we want to know, like, we've got an Instagram channel, we've got a Facebook channel. We're going to give you all of those links so that you can follow us. But on our Instagram, I think we need to put a vote. Let's put a poll out. Who takes their phone into the toilet with them? And then when we discuss it on a future episode, we can find out what the public are voting.
I think everyone will take their phone with them because it'll be in their pocket. I think you need to be more specific.
No.
And I think personally, most people will be voting from the toilet.
I'm talking about who uses their phone in the toilet.
What do you do when you don't have your phone? Do you count like how much grout is needed? Do you know what I did? No word of a lie. I forgot my phone one time, and I actually counted. There were 214 tiles in my bathroom. What else do you want me to do?
To be fair, like in the olden days, I remember.
Here we go, generational vibes.
No.
Is that when it was black and white?
Do any of you
where the dinosaurs were at.
do any of you guys remember the magazine Stardust? Which was all about Bollywood and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then so in the toilets, there used to be like magazines and newspapers, and Stardust was always one of the magazines because I suppose, like, I'm sure my dad did it, where they would go in to the toilet for a shit and he would read the magazine. So
I don't think this question.
D.
I don't think it's Stardust.
I don't think it's going to be Stardust.
No, I don't think so. Well, and on that now.
Listen, it was Stardust.
When you mention magazines, no one's thinking about, oh yeah, I'd rather read the TV guide.
No, what I'm saying is that people take their phones in right now, because you just said to me, what do you do if you don't take your phone in? Like, you were counting the tiles. So I guess it's the same thing, isn't it?
So
like
back in the day, it was information gathering in the toilet.
Yes, and so
probably
now
literally
people
does
are-
now. I need to
people are
clean
just-
this. I need to clean
So
that.
now
I need to
people are
clean that
doing.
corner.
So now people are doing it via their phones instead. So I guess it's the same thing, but it's just an involvement, isn't
I
it?
think there's a very simple
Instead of a
question for this.
newspaper or a magazine or a book, some
I
people
think
use
there's a
big
simple question
books.
for this. How long do you spend in the toilet?
Oh my god, mate! I haven't got time to spend in the toilet. I'm like rushed.
So is it more than 5 minutes? No more.
No, no more.
Boys, how long do you spend in the toilet?
Between 15 minutes and half an hour.
Thank you very much. And I'll tell you this right now, and I'll say it on this podcast, I've actually forgotten if I pooed or not. That's how long I've been.
I've done that as well.
I'm actually not ashamed to say it. I've actually come out of the bathroom sometimes where, when your knees and your ankles actually
And they got the
get
red
pins
spot.
and needles.
You've got the red spot on
You
your
get pins
thigh.
and needles, and you stand up and you cannot even feel your feet.
Now I've got red spots. on my
You're like
thighs.
Bambi when he stands
Less
up.
than a minute.
Yeah.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
It's because she doesn't wash her hands. But that's not.
I wash my hands, but we got a separate toilet and a separate bath.
You wash your hands in the bath. I'll
No,
take your hands.
think.
So do you mean
Actually, I do have big hands.
Do you mean that you actually have to go for a pee, wipe yourself, then use your pee hands to open the door, to then open the door to the other bathroom to go and wash your hands? But then you don't wash the handles on the way back out.
That's how a lot of houses were built.
Well,
In the
yes.
past.
Long story short, yes.
Interesting.
I'll tell you this right now, our house ain't going to be like that. No way, our thing's going to be right next to the toilet. You wash your hands immediately. Don't touch anything now.
We need a his and her sink.
Now
So
they've got those bogs now, where they've got the sink as part of the toilet.
I think that's the same thing. The toilet.
So listeners, go check out our Instagram, and there'll be a vote on there. There'll be a poll on there. We want you to give us your vote.
Definitely.
Do you use your phone? Do you go into your toilet with your phone? Is it like American Express, where you can't leave home without it?
Can we include timings into that vote as well?
Do you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, we'll do a separate
I
one for
think
that.
if you say no, I want to know what the hell you're doing. If you go in there and poo and come back out, you are boring.
And then leave us a comment. There you go. Leave us a comment. Just like Aaron said, leave us a comment. Let us know exactly if you're not taking your toilet. If you're not taking your phone
with you.
As you can see, Dee's got a portable toilet. That takes it
So
everywhere.
also, just to add, that time in the toilet is a time for reflection.
It is.
That is.
Yeah.
It's a
So
place.
you don't need a phone.
That's my shower time.
How much time do you have? Fuck. Whoa.
Whoa, that's a whole different
have a
topic
whole-
right there.
No.
You actually
You have a
shit
whole-
in the shower.
No, I don't shit in the shower, but
You shower yourself in the toilet.
no. What I'm saying
not saying
is, when I'm having a shower, that is my time for reflection.
Okay, well,
That
what
is
you
my
said earlier
time.
did not reflect that.
If you reflect too hard in the shower, you might end up being pruny and you might drown.
And also, can you imagine all that water that you're wasting while you're reflecting?
No,
Whereas
I
when you're on
don't
the
call it a
toilet seat, you're
waste.
actually not wasting
Now I need
anything.
to start defending you. Leave her alone.
Oh, dear.
No, I don't call it a waste, Heren.
The poo is.
Yeah.
But anyway, we wanna know what your thoughts are, listeners out there. We want to know what you think about this because, frankly, this needs to be a debate.
Okay,
And that's how we met.
so that was a shit talk. That was a load of shit talk.
That's how we met, guys.
But Aaron hasn't said how he met us.
Yeah.
Oh, and what you thought of us.
Yeah.
What did I think of you? I thought you were the same age as me. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I immediately.
Who's you? Like,
Jay, sorry.
this is-
When I met Jay, I was like, right, I found someone the same age. Then I realised there was no flipping there. Heren, I met him through Vinny when we had our one-to-one.
Yeah.
And then we broke the ice because he was quite, I don't know why, he was quite shy. When you lot said Doug, I was like, I didn't see that from him.
Yeah.
But he was quite shy. Then he woke up probably because of all the amount of food that we had on the table. It probably wasn't us ordering, but whatever. D was loud. End of story. And I thought Khilna was absolutely nuts. Off her rockers. And I thought to myself, okay, it's the first time we've met. She's probably like, you know what, that was probably a bit weird. Let me just tone it down a bit. No, next time we met was a week after, one-to-one on the phone. And she was like, Aaron, I know this cheetah whisperer. And I'm like, the fuck is it? Fucking what? And I'm pacing up and down my house. My mum's sitting there going, what's going on? Who's he talking to? I was like, it's okay, it's just a one-to-one. It's just a one-to-one. Put the phone down and went, this woman's absolutely crazy. And here we are.
When I met Jay, he was the first person I had a one-to-one with, and I thought I just thought I was impressed by him. He was a nice young man.
Oh,
That's a very older thing to
Just
say.
say
I know,
hot.
Heren.
Just say hot, man. He's a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy, actually. He's a good-looking guy.
If Khilna wasn't here.
Heren. He goes both ways. Heren, like I said,
He's a swinger.
is a swinger.
Leave my swinging days alone, man.
Heren, like I said, was just like one of these male chauvinistic arses.
Thanks.
Khilna, I really like Khilna because I just thought she was loopy and mad, and I thought she's my kind of girl. This is the girl I want to hang out with. And then Aaron, I don't know what it was with Aaron. Like I was just like, I just connected with him, but then I could see that in his face that he didn't want to burst his eardrum, so
Do you know
I
what?
couldn't
It was
help
weird.
it.
Our one-to-one was like long time. Like we didn't. I think it was like close to nearly a year afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
And when we had the one-to-one, I was so scared because
What is this thing?
no, and
I feel it, Aaron, I feel it.
It wasn't your personality. It was the fact that I was like, oh my god, D is so business-driven. I'm a child. I don't know the correct terminology. I'll be sitting there going, yeah, we make bare money. I'm like, don't say that. It's a sales forecast. There's a difference for saying it. So when she comes up with all these big words, I'm like, when she said forecast, I swear to God, I was thinking about the weather. I swear to God. I went home. She was like, that was a great one-to-one. I went home and Googled every single word that she mentioned. And I was like, oh, this is actual business. Then I actually learned how to run a business. So
oh wow, that's
There you go. That's right. Yeah.
amazing.
the minute I had meetings and people were like, yeah, you sell forecast. I was like, yeah, I got you, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. They're like, that's basic terminology. I'm like,
Aw.
yeah.
Feel all nice and fluffy.
Amazing. Also, can I just say
She has
one
got
thing?
years of experience.
Can I just say one thing? I know we say that we think Heren is like a thug, but actually,
Teddy bear, isn't it?
he's the biggest softie that I know.
Is.
And literally, he will.
That's what Aaron said last night.
no, I said your nipples are full of tikka sauce.
Oh, that was it.
But Khilna's right. Like Heren is the person you would have in your emergency dial.
Absolutely. And like,
I think he's got better
Honestly-
response time than the ambulance.
if you need help, he will drop everything to come and help you. So,
100%.
yeah.
Within,
all love
within,
her.
within reason. I mean, it depends where I am. If I'm in Ruby M's, then you'll have to wait a little while.
I second that.
With a bit of fried chicken wings.
Yeah.
No.
Poppadoms.
Listen,
Poppadoms.
2 poppadoms and a coke, and you call me for an emergency, brother. I'll finish my poppadoms and my coke,
And then I'll go.
Then I'll see if you're alive or not. Then I'll
Depending on what the starters are.
Have you called 999? No. Okay, well then wait.
But I think that's what makes us a great group of friends because, I think like it feels like we've known each other a way longer than we actually have. Mm-hmm. And how regularly we do like communicate with each other. And we've even been away together, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think that, I think...
Those Amsterdam trips are banging.
Yeah, man.
We are still yet to get an invite to one of those.
Yeah, but you haven't got the one thing that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
A PP.
It's okay. Khilna and I know how to great crash, so it's all right.
I thought you were about to say me and Khilna know how to get penis. I'm like, what? I said, this is over.
Yes.
This is over.
Strap on.
Oh my God. Right, end this, please, quickly.
Well, listen, we hope you've enjoyed this first intro episode. It's just to really, for you to get to know us. And then over the next few episodes, we're looking forward to sharing more of our insights with you so that we can get to know you too.
Peace.
Until next time, we'll see you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bye.
This episode is sponsored by Stealth Security Group, driven by keeping families and businesses safe using the latest security tech.